Brubaker with Groff Funeral Homes and Crematory, and thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Talking Out with Groff Funeral Homes and Crematory. In the last 2 weeks, we've discussed in detail your service options when you select cremation, and we've given you an inside look at a rental casket, what situation we use the rental casket, and how it works. Today, what I'd like to do is talk to you about urns. For this discussion, I've selected some of our most popular urns that we use in specific situations. And I want to talk to you about those in a little bit of detail. The first urn I've selected is called a McKenzie Urn Vault combination. This is utilized when families want to bury cremated remains at a cemetery. Most people don't know that local cemeteries require the use of an urn vault when you bury an urn. This piece here is considered an urn vault combination because it's already been compression tested and is safe for burial and accepted by all cemeteries. The second urn I've selected is a little more traditional when people think of an urn, as it's in more of the vase style. This can be used when a family member decides to retain the cremated remains long term. This can look nice in a home wherever the family decides to keep it. This can also be buried at a cemetery, but remember, most cemeteries will require you to use an urn vault before it's allowed to be buried. The third selection I have here is a ocean sunset scattering urn. Scattering cremated remains is also a popular option. This has a dual lid system that makes for a very dignified way to scatter cremated remains. The last urn that I have here is called a biodegradable urn. Obviously, with us being close to Lake Erie, a lot of people are interested in the idea of water burial. This is very suitable for that. What can happen is you take the biodegradable urn, place it in the water. Over a little bit of time, it takes on the water, sinks to the bottom, and becomes one with the water. So those are some of the most popular options when it comes to cremation and what to do with the cremated remains. For a little bit more information, because this is just a small sample of what is offered, the best thing to do is talk to a local professional. Always here to help and answer any questions that you have. Thanks for joining us this week on Talking It Out with Groff Funeral Homes and Crematory, and as always, we'll see you next week.